Hey guys! So today, I'm gonna do a video that's kind of like a evolution of a video that I would have done, which was, concerning the topic of, like, trans people being a political issue now, like, it's not even worded as, like, trans rights, but it's basically, like, where are you on the transphobe spectrum is like a political issue now. Like, on like people on charts that people put up on their Instagrams of like, this is where I stand on these issues. Just trans people, like just transgender is like one of those. And that is kinda fucking weird. Especially when, for those of us who are woke, for those of us who, not trying to put it pompously, but like for those of us who get trans people and get gender, largely, broadly speaking, just because I know that I'm kind of a radical and I probably would go farther in my beliefs on this than even some people who would be like in the same general ideological area as I am on this. We understand the fact that we're just humans, and that's kind of the point, is we're all just humans, and we should just kind of literally like let live, like, like just let us live our lives and not have our existence be a political question, for people to like gauge where they stand on this. But I have some problems with my own takes with that, and that's what this video is. And one of those problems that I have with my own opinions that I previously held just popped into my head. And that is that everything is a fucking political question. Like, politics controls your life. Not in the sense of like, the committee of life has decided that you may live. No, like in the way of like, in the sense of like, you want to go to the hospital. Well, in this country we have a capitalist health system with, an insurance system. So if you don't have insurance, or if your insurance doesn't cover it, or if you can't pay your insurance, or if you blah 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 blah, sorry honey, you won't get health care. If you want to fucking put up a sign somewhere, you gotta write to your, like, town people. I am, a certified dumb hoe, so I can't really, like, come up with these examples straight out of my butt. But, you get my point. Like, life is politics. Like, politics is life. Like, politics is, like, ingrained in living, like, in a society. That's really how it works. And they just want you to think in like compartmentalized terms, and they want you to think that politics is all electoral, whatever they shove down your fucking eager slave gullet. Because that's what they think you deserve, but I think you deserve better. But anyways, everything is politics. Everything will be considered as politics when it's sort of brought into the light of the rest of the overall society. And that is where trans people come in. And the reason why this is a political debate now is because, unfortunately, the circumstances have kind of led it to be that, in the sense that the big reason why, my old take of why are we political, like, why is my existence a subject of political discussion? Because before that, we weren't really talked about at all. So even someone talking about us to tell us we suck, or to tell us we're nothing, to tell us our lives don't matter, to tell us that we're not valid, is sort of in itself, like, not just someone saying that to you. I'm not saying that, like, transphobia is good. I'm saying that transphobia, even, like, I'm saying that even transphobia on a bigger scale, political level, you know, the fact that it's put on a big level is good, because that allows us to come in with the trans rights movement and break them, because that's how these civil rights processes play themselves out in our society. It's a long road ahead, but we've got our feet on the gravel now, so time to start fucking moving. Trans people have literally, especially trans women, like, here's the thing about trans representation in media in our society is, it's usually only ever trans women historically. Like, trans men have kind of just been erased by media all throughout time, or, like, played off as tomboys, which, there is a distinction, because, tomboys, ironically, are still women, and trans men are not women, so. But trans women, who are the ones who've historically been seen some limelight on our glamorous fucking mugs, have, either been used as predatory figures in media, like pedophiles or like serial killers, like Buffalo Bill's a big example, although it's kind of debatable whether or not he's actually a trans woman. I don't know. But just that idea of, like, someone who's assigned at birth, even just, like, feminine men get this kind of treatment of, like, you're either a predator or you're a joke. You're something to be laughed at. You're an object of derision. And that's how they've treated us this whole time. You either laugh or you scream and run away. And I would rather people be arguing about whether or not I'm legitimate than people simply either laughing at me or screaming and running away from me. For the distinct purpose that as soon as there's somebody arguing for my legitimacy in my state of human experience, in where I'm at in this life, even someone just in a vacuum, independent of me and my identity, arguing for the worldview that I believe is true, that gender is just a fucking social construct that we don't really need, and that gender roles are bullshit, and that fucking biological essentialism and gender essentialism is bullshit. And the belief ultimately that it all boils down to us all just being fucking human beings, and the fact that all this shit is okay. Because I know that that person eventually will win the debate. So, maybe stop before you complain about our existence being a debate. I know it's weird, and it's cringy at times, and it's fucking like, why can't I just be treated as a fucking human? Stop. Think of the fact that eventually, once we allow the debate to play itself out, we will be seen as fucking human, and this will be, the page will be turned on this shit. Eventually. But until then, you have me, and I'm gonna be doing some things. I'm gonna be making some, like, trans affirmation videos on this channel. I'm gonna be doing some things for us sisters who are not cis-ters or TERFs. So, until those people work it out, we have each other. So, Love you. Bye. Death to capitalism. Hail Satan.